Hi, I'm Steve Jordan. I'm here at Drumeo breaking down the Rolling Stones' Painted Black.
Tell me a little bit about this track and some of the background around it.
Well, I don't really know much of the background about the original recording, but what I do know is that I'm playing it closer to the recording. Like the original tempo is really fast. It kind of threw everybody off because they hadn't played it that fast in a long time. So we're back up to playing it closer to that tempo now. Because if you play it too slow, it might be easier to play, but it doesn't have the same impact.
Flowers and my love hope never to come back. I've seen people turn their heads and quickly look away.
What's the biggest piece of advice you would give for someone trying to learn Painted Black?
Just listen. It's very interesting. Like, I only really discovered what Charlie was actually playing during the verses when I wanted to play it closer to the record. I didn't even really know what he was playing. The way things were recorded at the time, it's not like these days where you hear the bass drum distinctly and the snare drum distinct. You know, it was kind of a, so you have to really listen very closely and hear that it's, and it's a very aggressive pattern. Like you wouldn't think that he was playing that. You know, there are different periods of time of his playing. The way I'm approaching the whole band is from basically 1971 to 1974. And I don't think a lot of people actually even know that period of time of his playing. That's when Mick Taylor was in the band. And the band was just explosive.
That period of the band, for Charlie, like, were there certain pieces of vocabulary or certain things you would play on the kit that you're pulling from specifically, or was it more just an energy?
It's an energy. And also the thing that I gleaned from it the most is there was no crash cymbal over here. First of all, I love the way it looked because, the first things first. I mean,
Of course.
Got to look cool. And then I was like, that's real. Not only is it really cool, but I don't have to go around the cymbal and see what Keith is right there. So he can come right here, which he does.
Did that take a while to get used to, not having?
Not at all. There's only one time I think I remember trying to go to something and then I hit like the camera or the mic or something. I was like, oops.
Only takes once.
Yeah. I was like, oops. Right before it goes to the Bolero, I was compelled to do it. And nobody said they didn't like it, so I kept doing it. And I think it helps live, anything that helps keep time, because you have to remember, when you're playing a stadium and we have this long runway that Mick goes down, he goes way down, basically at the 50-yard line, and we're in the end zone. No matter how your in-ears are dialed in or whatever, you're going to get a delay. It's really quite remarkable that we don't have more catastrophic things happen because of the physics involved. And then when it goes to the Bolero, which you hear on the recording, it's a little snare drum. But I don't want to go from the tom to the snare, so I just do the Bolero on the toms. Yeah. It wouldn't have the same power. And Ronnie's doing the Bolero, so with the sitar and the toms, it works. Hi, boys and girls. The Jazz Foundation of America is an organization that is very dear to my heart. Megan Voss and I are the artistic directors, and this foundation, its goal is to take care of musicians in need, whether you need pro bono health care, or rent paid, mortgages taken care of, or just someone to talk to. That's what we do. Check out our programs, whether it's Jazz in the Schools or the Gig Fund. We help musicians. saving one musician at a time, and in turn, saving the music. Thank you.
I could not foresee this thing happening to you. If I look hard enough into the setting sun, my love will laugh with me before the morning comes. I see a red door and I want it painted black. No colors anymore, I want them to turn black. I see the girls come by dressed in their summer clothes. I have to turn my head until my darkness goes. I wanna see you faded, faded black, black as night, black as coal. I wanna see the sun blotted out from the sky. I wanna see you faded, 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 faded black. Yeah.
You mentioned hearing this when you were like 10 years old. Do you remember like trying to play this on the kit at that point when you first heard this? Or
Nah, I didn't even have a drum set at that time. My grandmother gave me a Zimgar snare drum when I was 8. He started taking lessons and reading. And then if I got better, I would get another piece. That's how it went. For me, you have to learn how to make something terrible sound good before you get a good kit. That's my philosophy. In fairness, the money that was spent on getting me a snare drum, that was a lot of money. It was $25, a Zimgar snare drum. My goal was to play in the New York Philharmonic, not in the Rolling Stones. There was a lot of music played in the house, and even though my parents weren't like musicians, in our culture, music is key, and so we collected and listened to a lot of music. It was the soundtrack of our lives.